All right, good afternoon once again, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on Valley News Now. Another week, another segment of Ask the First Alert Storm Team. As you can see by the fancy there we go. I'll just move as much as I can. Not a lot of range of movement back here, but a little bit. Today, as you can see, not Russ. This time. I'm sure people are devastated. Summer Schnellbach joining me here on this week's edition of Ask the First Alert Storm Team. I do want to say front and center right now we have the Facebook Live open down here, so we will be monitoring and watching it. So if you have any questions, drop them. Until then, Summer, you're going to have to answer my questions. And I got a few. I'm kind of good at this whole asking questions thing. It's like 80% of my job.
It's like you work in news and you ask questions.
Kind of what I have to do.
It's my job to help answer those questions.
Well, I do want to start off with, last week Russ was asked what the fall outlook was going to look like, but we weren't quite in the right time frame for that yet. But you guys, I know you guys have kind of approached that on your own, like recently, correct?
Yeah, it was going to be addressed the next day.
Right.
Is when the outlook was going to be released from when Russ was here talking to you. And Lisa Green actually did a deep dive on that. She
that's right.
Looked at the ENSO outlook, La Nina, El Nino, all of that jazz, broadly called ENSO.
Okay.
And she actually put together a segment and was here on the desk on Monday.
I remember that now.
Yeah, so if you head to her Facebook page, just scroll down to Monday.
Yeah.
It should be posted there. She has the full outlook. It was a nice presentation that she did. You can find it on our Valley News Live Facebook page too, but you'd have to scroll down a lot.
Gotcha.
Further.
We post a little bit more on that one. So we have more things to post over there.
So find it on Lisa's page. She has all the answers right there.
And Lisa's page also, just find Lisa and Summer and Russ on Facebook anyway.
Please do.
The stuff that they post on their own reporter page is a little bit more deep divey than what we can have on here sometimes, and that's what a lot of people are looking for on some occasions. So you're welcome. I plugged your Facebook page. You got a lot out of this show today.
I hope we get 2 new followers. Just 2, I'll be happy.
That's it. That's all we need. And
2.
so when we can see how many people are on this right now. There's at least 2 of you. Go like Summer's page. Summer, I want to talk to you about one thing that I loved over the past few days was that cold, that cold front we got. Can you explain that, and also why is it all of a sudden 80 again?
Yeah, I can explain that.
I believe you. I believe you can.
So we had high pressure in place over our region, and another area of high pressure came in from Canada. In fact, some of our cold air came from the Arctic. So it was more of a Canadian/Arctic air mass that was able to slide right into our region and bring us that nice cool down. I wrote down a couple of the coldest temperatures in North Dakota specifically on Sunday morning. 30 degrees in Tioga. That's in northwestern North Dakota, Williams County. Shout out to my family who lives in Tioga.
Shout out.
Croft and Epping, North Dakota, 33 degrees.
Man.
Now here in Fargo and Grand Forks, 44.
Okay.
So it was nice and crisp, nice and chilly, but not nearly as cold as a few other places to the north and west of us. But there was another air mass in the Pacific Northwest, a ridge, basically, in the upper atmosphere. And that was allowing for more warmth to develop, essentially. Now, why have we warmed back up again? Because that high pressure has slid off to the east, out of our region, and that ridge that was to our west has now moved back in over us.
Makes sense. I would like for it to come back, though. I know it's coming, and I'm going to be regretting that I said this when I do. But
when it's the middle of February,
right? Then I'll be sad. But for now, I miss it. And when we have that, I know I didn't kind of prep this for you in advance, but so not to put you too much on the spot. But when we have those kind of those cold temperatures for just like a couple of days, and by cold it was like in the 40s.
Right.
Kind of what are some of the? Are there any adverse effects that could come with that some people may have been dealing with, and the quick couple days of 40 degrees there?
Not really. It wasn't quite cold enough to create frost. I know I did see someone say that they reported frost, but I can't remember the location. It must have been up closer to the international border,
makes
maybe
sense.
northern Minnesota, but not cold enough that it would damage plants or crops quite yet. Not quite cold enough to cause any adverse effects, aside from that mental hey, it's feeling like fall now. What happened?
Gotcha. So it really was a win-win then, because you're not affecting the crops and you don't sweat by walking outside.
Yeah, but it wasn't cold enough to kill mosquitoes either, so that was kind of a bummer.
Okay, that is the one. We'll add one negative to the cold front that we had a few days ago.
Gotta
And
balance both sides. You know?
I guess. So that kind of goes off of what we've been experiencing all summer long. It's been rocky, ups and downs. Some of the strongest severe weather I've seen since I moved into this area.
Yes.
Kind of what's this summer been like, kind of from your perspective? You've been
Insanity.
front and center for most of, if not all of these severe storm situations.
Yeah, insanity is the immediate word that I can think of. So how long have you been in?
I moved, not counting my time in college, I moved back down here in 2019. So I've been here on a consistent basis since 2019.
Okay, me too.
Yeah.
I graduated college December of 2018 and got in the TV biz right away. This is the absolute busiest, craziest severe summer season that we've had.
I believe it.
I wrote down some more things.
Nice.
I give credit to meteorologist Jacob Morse
Okay.
at KFYR in Bismarck.
Okay,
He put
gotcha.
together a lot of this data. So Jacob, I'm stealing some of this.
Shout out to you, Jacob.
He posted this on August 11th. So as of August 11th, in North Dakota specifically, this does not include Minnesota. I didn't have enough time to go back and gather that. 43 tornado reports, not just tornado warnings, but actual tornado reports. 267 severe wind reports, which is 58 miles per hour or higher.
Okay.
267.
That's a lot. That's a big number.
And 122 severe hail reports.
Wow.
So putting that into perspective a little bit, the average amount of tornado reports up through August 11th, 29.
Slightly above average.
Just a
then.
little bit. We have 43. Take this, 170 average severe wind reports. If you forgot, we were at 267.
That is crazy.
But we were below average for severe hail reports,
That's
174
shocking.
on average.
That's kind of surprising to me. I thought that
Yeah.
was a super high number there.
It
but
is a high number.
Well,
and this
yeah,
is,
fair.
This is a 30-year average, too.
Wow, okay.
We had a lot of large hail reports.
Right.
But just a little bit fewer of them instead of, numerous quarter-size hail reports.
What size is a severe hail?
1 inch
report?
diameter or the
1
size
inch
of a
diameter.
quarter.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that seems like a lot of times to have that much hail
Yeah.
come down.
We had a lot more of the golf ball, ping pong ball, and on several occasions, I can't talk today.
No, it's hard. Good thing we
baseball,
don't talk for a
Sam.
living, right?
I know, right? That would be terrible.
I love the hail size descriptors. Those
Yeah.
that might be my favorite things: quarter, ping pong ball, golf ball.
One of
baseball.
them is hen egg.
Oh, I don't think I've
Another
heard that
is
one.
lime. I believe that's 2 inches. I
Okay.
forget. I have
Yeah.
to.
I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't
I have to
expect
look
you
it
to
up
have
every
that.
time.
I wouldn't expect you to have like the diameter of
Oh, I expect
those.
myself to
Okay,
have them
that's fair.
memorized.
That's
Maybe
fair.
by next time.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But with you, we were talking about just being. We just went over the numbers of how eventful of a summer this was.
Yeah.
What's that been like from your perspective? How do you kind of manage that? Forecasting all of these things, especially when it was one right after another, especially on like
Yes.
Friday nights for a while
Oh my
there.
gosh.
What's this been like from your perspective?
I do have to say that anxiety medication helped a lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because even though I do this for a living, every time it's like, what is this going to be? Like, what happens if my forecast is way off and it's, way worse than anticipated? Thankfully, that didn't really happen. I know June 20th was an exception. That
was a
stands
lot.
out in all of our minds. That
Yep.
was a crazy day, but it kind of wears you down after a while. But at the same time, not just me, but our whole team kind of got into the groove. Like, we knew what we were going to do, when, we knew who was going to be responsible for what day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice that we had at least a plan each and every day.
Gotcha.
So that made it a little easier, but it wasn't always easy.
No, it doesn't sound easy.
Yeah.
And to put it into perspective for everybody out there, when the weather team runs into severe weather, anytime that you see Russ or anybody go on for an entire show and then some, or the cut-ins that can take that day that you mentioned, that really sticks out to everybody's minds. It was like, I think 5 uninterrupted hours on the air.
At minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that was for one block of it, and then we had a few more
Yes.
around that as well. So
I think I jumped on at like 5 or 5:30.
Yeah,
no,
some-
maybe not. I think it was a little bit later than that. Maybe it was around 6.
around 6, I would say. Yeah, and then up to 10,
yeah.
and then from 10
and then we
into
took
the
a
morning.
Quick break.
Yeah.
And then it was between me and Joseph. Russ hopped back in for a little bit, even though it was his day off. He came back in because he was like, "This is crazy."
So there's some extenuating circumstances. You got to come in on your day off for sure.
Yes.
But no, you guys, it's an incredible sight when you guys go into that wall-to-wall coverage, and I just hope everybody out there understands the work that goes into that. So now, as things have as we've had just maybe a couple weeks here even where things aren't too crazy, is everybody refreshed now? Is everybody feeling good?
I feel like I don't know what to do with myself this week. It's like it's sunny, it's not windy, it's not hot, it's not humid, there's no wildfire smoke. What am I forgetting? There's no rain, there's no snow, there's no storms. Like, what do I talk about? You know?
Just the sun and how nice it is.
Yeah, thankfully the weather's always changing, so we do eventually have more rain in the forecast.
That's fair. That's fair. Last thing I wanted to ask you here before I let you do your normal weather segment here is kind of what everybody's minds are on right now is Labor Day. What's the outlook look like for Labor Day right now?
It's looking increasingly nice.
Nice.
So we were talking about a couple chances for some showers just a couple days ago. There is still chances of showers, just not necessarily in our region impacting a lot of us. So for tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Yay.
Tomorrow we have a chance for just a couple spotty showers, an isolated rumble of thunder mostly across the southern parts of the valley. Not going to cause too much trouble.
Love
just
that.
a little bit of inconvenience if you happen to be under one of them.
Gotcha.
Saturday, kind of the same thing. A chance for some showers, a couple rumbles, again, south and west. Sunday, pretty much the same again. Chance across the southern valley. It's not until we get to Monday evening that we have a little bit greater chance for some showers and some thunder showers. And by then, I think most people will be maybe back home.
Hopefully.
From their long holiday weekend adventures, vacations, wherever you're going, and getting ready for the school day and the work day on Tuesday. And then Tuesday brings a chance for some storms as well. A couple might be on the stronger side, depending if all the ingredients can come together. But overall, the weekend is looking good.
Love that.
Temperatures upper 70s to lower 80s.
Well, we'll keep a watch for when the less pretty stuff might roll through. Yeah. I don't ever want to call a weather system ugly. I don't want. Okay, that's fair. Never mind. I'll let you do it. It's your job.
This is an ugly storm.
That's got to be on the air next time. Well, anyway, Summer, I'll let you go ahead. And, I guess last question for you: should we shut this down and then let you get set up for your weather update, or do you just want me to leave this up and keep it rolling here? Either way
let's
works.
Just keep it rolling. I only have a couple graphics I'm going to go through. Going to keep it nice and short today.
Perfect. I will get out of the way. Everyone, your new host,
Thank
Summer
you.
Schnellbach. I'm out of here.
Let's see if I
Good
can
work,
run
Summer.
these controls. Thank you, Devin.
Oh, hold on. I am going to shut my microphone off.
Okay. Yeah, get on out of here.
Later.
Thanks. Switching here to the forecast for Labor Day weekend. I know we just talked about this, but here's an outlook for Fargo specifically, 83 degrees for your Saturday. So that temperature has been bumped up a little bit from what we've been forecasting the last couple of days. 80 on Sunday, a couple of thunder showers south, as we just mentioned. Monday, still close to 80 degrees with a few more chances for some showers and some thunder. Maybe you're traveling for your Labor Day holiday weekend. Maybe you're headed out to Lakes Country, Lake of the Woods, Big Lake, Baudette. 85 Saturday, 86 Sunday, only a pinch cooler by Monday, 82 degrees. Bemidji, 83, 84, 81, very nice. And Detroit Lakes, surrounding areas, low 80s as well. Partly cloudy skies for your Saturday, good deal of sun on Sunday, where we're not seeing the showers south. And Monday, partly cloudy with a bit more in the way of rain. On the North Dakota side, maybe you're staying here in Fargo, 83 Saturday, 80 Sunday, 79 Monday. We just talked about that. Grand Forks looking a little toastier without the more extensive cloud cover and the shower chances. 90 on Saturday in Grand Forks, 89 on Sunday, mid 80s, 85 on Monday. And Jamestown looking very nice as well, 83, 83, and 80. We'll round this out here with just a quick look at your extended forecast. As we go throughout the weekend, again, just a few chances for some showers and some thunder showers. But let's look ahead to next week, because just a few minutes ago, I mentioned that we have some increasing chances for rain and storms on Monday, but maybe a better chance for some thunderstorms, a couple of which could be stronger on Tuesday. That's going to be in association with a cold front moving through. So we're still going to be mild on Tuesday, 76 our forecast in Fargo. But look what happens from Tuesday to Wednesday, from 76 degrees down to 68. So it will start to feel a little bit more fall-like. That chance for some rain and thunder continues into Wednesday morning. Thursday, still seasonably cool, 69 degrees. That's roughly 5 to 10 degrees below average for early September. 69 again for Friday, next Friday. And then next weekend, it's going to be another kind of cooler change of pace. So this previous weekend, we had highs of 70 in Fargo on Sunday, 71 in Grand Forks on Sunday. We're looking at 72. So not all that far off from what we had this previous weekend. But all in all, the forecast is still shaping up really nice in time for the holiday weekend. So even though not a lot of folks asked questions here on this Facebook Live, which is okay, but hopefully you got some more next week. Let us know what you're doing for your Labor Day holiday weekend. Do you have to work? Are you spending it outside? Are you traveling somewhere? Join the conversation and let us know. But with that, I will round this out. It is myself and Joseph Williams this evening. Russ has the night off, so I'll be on at 4 and 5:30. Joseph Williams will be on at 5, 6, and 10. And then Jonathan Palmatier joining us from the Grand Forks studio at 6:30 and 9. Have a wonderful Thursday evening.